The judge who sentenced Shiloh Hendrix to has a history of giving sex offenders no jail time. Of course, big surprise. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's just my priorities are very different than these people. Maybe the Grand Lord looking down above views them as the same. I have no idea. I'm just amazed that some things take precedent over others. This is defense attorney for Shiloh. This is what he had to say.
What's your reaction to the verdict today?
I think it's pathetic. I think it's sad. I think it's sick. I think shocked. I've never had a trial where they keep people. This is a misdemeanor, by the way, till 10:30 at night. Never even heard of that one before. Most courts, most counties, what they do is around 4:30, 5 o'clock is they say, okay, we're going to send the jurors home. They got kids, they got families, they got things to do. No, we're keeping them. I've never heard of that before. So that alone, I know this is a thing, I guess. Olmsted County, they do this. I thought that was bizarre. But the verdict itself, let's make something clear here. Let's make something very clear. She's acquitted, not guilty, right? Not guilty with the child. The state reads a 5-minute victim impact statement about the child? She was acquitted about the child. She's convicted on the count involving the cameraman, who they never called to testify. Keep this in mind. They never called the cameraman to testify. This judge prohibited us from telling the jury that Shire Jamali, had a GoFundMe page, $340,000. He testified that it was done in May last year, done. That's not true. There's a link on the bottom of the page that goes to another open account. My investigator hit the link last night, donated $10. It's open. You can donate right now. You can donate right now to Shire Jamali's GoFund page right now. It's open.
Oh, is Shire Jamali the kid? I think Shire Jamali is the kid. So I think, if I understand this correctly, it wasn't even his kid. It was like a random kid, somebody else's kid.
He testified under oath and perjured himself. He perjured himself over and over and over and over again. This was without any stretch of the imagination. It was like I was fighting the prosecutor and the judge. It was like I'm taking on two parties at the same time.
Bro, you never stood a chance. It's Minnesota. You never stood a fucking chance, dude. You're not fighting just the prosecutor and the judge, bro. You're fighting the judge, the prosecutor, the jury, every citizen in the state who isn't white. You're fighting the governor. I mean, you stood zero chance here. It was never going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, I respect you for trying. In the eyes of the public, the mass public, you're fine. Again, this will move up a court. It's not going to fly. But you never stood a chance. And just, I don't know. I know it's tough, and I hate to say it. And I sound like Ben Shapiro saying it. Just move. Just fucking leave Minnesota. When the laws get like this, just leave it. It's a shithole. It's a fucking shithole. I mean, we've covered like 3 or 4 cases in Minnesota now, and every single time it's some insane lefty crazy nonsense. Like, it's completely absurd. I live in Florida. I love this state. It's chaos here. It's complete chaos. You never know what's gonna happen. But Minnesota is a fucking shithole. Their governor pardoned a pedophile. He had the senators of his own state killed, allegedly. The person who killed the 2 senators was hired by him. It was also a crazy lefty, I think. Like, dude, the state is not, just nuke the state and have it start over. Like, it's not a real place. It's a Somali state is what it is. It's a little Somali state pretending to be an American one. You gotta leave the state, guys. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, it sucks. Just like millions of people are leaving California, thousands of people need to leave little Somalia.
The judge and the prosecutor, it was very bizarre. Very bizarre. GoFundMe, huge worldwide giant. It's like Google, right? This is so big. My investigator was going to testify that this page with Shire Jamali's name on it. 5-year-old. The kid's 9. 5-year-old.
That's illegal too. Bro, these guys are, dude, these people are committing crimes during a court case. The kid is wearing an ankle monitor or something because he's a known thief. Okay? They go to court. They're still committing crimes. Dude, I can't. Little Somalia is what I'm calling Minnesota now. It's not a real state. Fucking leave the state, boys. Cut that bitch off. Send it home. Holy shit. Deport the entire state. Just deport all of them. It's not a real place. It's insanity. Maybe they're right about democracy. Maybe it needs to go.
$340,000 he raised. The judge would not let me show it to a jury. Sorry. The judge would not let me show it to the jury. Okay? And if you go through any of you right now can go online right now. And the judge, like, you can't authenticate this. You can't lay foundation. This prosecutor is telling the judge, oh, how do we know this is real? How do we know this is real? So anyone can make this up. You can go online right now, today, right now.
I feel so bad for this guy. I mean, he's, dude. To be fair, this is how most Americans, I think the average American feels. They see the most retarded shit on the planet and can't believe it exists. And yet it does. We have a judge who's completely, it's like, how she was put in that job is wild. It's basically a coin flip on whether or not you have a judge who can even speak correctly, who can even read a book, or has read a book. This person, however they made it through school and made it into the court, is completely terrible at her job. There's a Supreme Court justice who I love reading about. God, what's her name? Khadijah? Fuck, I can't remember her name. She's the most retarded person on this planet. And even the people who are on her side think she's retarded. Every single time there's a Supreme Court case, she just rules incorrectly. And everyone just looks at her being like, I have no idea what's wrong with this person. This person is the dumbest judge I think we've ever had. And you can go in, and so whenever there's a case and it's ruled upon, the judge is right, why they ruled the way they did. And you can go and read why she rules the way she does, and almost every time she leads with, I don't understand why, I don't understand this, I don't know what this means. She's the dumbest person, but there's so many of them, and they're in charge of making the most important decisions in the U.S. government. It's insane. And so I feel this guy, I feel his pain, I feel it, I get it entirely. This poor guy walks in. He's like, hello, there's a link to this person showing that they're lying. You can just click it. And then the judge and the prosecutor are like, but does it really exist, though? Does it exist? I think it might be made up. They don't know how to use a computer. They have no idea what the internet or links or computers are. It's dude, just listen. I know there's going to be some problems with AI in the future. I don't even give a fuck. Automate it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Make sure that when you do automate it, you remove the biases as much as possible. Just automate it. It can't be worse than this. It can't be worse.
Now, go on that page, unless they run and take it down. Scroll down. He has an open GoFundMe. He said on the stand he does not. He lied and lied and lied and lied. This entire thing's a shakedown. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. The prosecutor should be ashamed of himself. The judge should be ashamed of herself. I had a battle here for 4 days on a stupid misdemeanor.
This guy's a normie, too, is the best part. He has no idea what's going on, right? He's a lawyer. He's doing his job. He's too busy to sit around on the internet and know these liberal cities are going to shit because of all the nonsense. He has no idea. He doesn't know. He goes to court one day. He's like, this is the easiest case I've ever gotten in my life. This guy's lying to the judge and jury right here on stage. I'm just going to show it. This is awesome. This is the most, close and shut case I've ever done. Look, guys, here's a laptop. There's the link. And the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor all go, yeah, but it could be fake. Could not be real. Could be a fake link. He's like, no, look, you can click on it. It goes right to the page. And they can't even read. They don't understand what it's saying. They're just like, nah, I think it's fake. It's not real. That looks like AI to me. He never stood a chance, guys. He never stood a chance. He was never going to win. Poor bastard.
Disorderly conduct. This is nuts. This was crazy. 340,000. Nope. Can't show the jury. 5-year-old. Kid was 9. His name's on it. Can't authenticate it. Still open account. So we're going to appeal it. We will appeal it. We have
no appeal. It'll go up to a higher court. Eventually, I mean, you can keep going to the Supreme Court. I mean, obviously, it's not going to fly. They'll eventually hit someone who has fucking, 80 IQ at minimum. Is going to go, yeah, fighting words hasn't passed in 80 years. Like, this is insane. I don't know what's going on here. You're wasting my time. You're good. Not guilty. Like, what a joke. What a fucking joke. And again, my mind, it just goes to, like, this is what your taxpayer dollars goes to. It's so dumb. What a waste of time. Again, there's rapists and pedophiles running free. And while they should be charged, instead, they're literally there in court making $350,000 off some bullshit. It's so absurd. I'm living in a false reality. There's no way this is real life.
So many appellate issues, I don't even know where to begin. Judges screaming at me during the trial. Judges interrupting me every time I want to make a record. Judge says to me, Mr. Karalus, you keep wanting to make a record after I rule. This is crazy. Most rulings during a trial by a judge are made during the trial. And then when you take a break, you make a record, right? You take a break, you make a record.
He's like, guys, it's like explaining 1 + 1 = 2 to a baby. He's like, he's fucking confused, dude. He's sitting here, his mind during the court is being blown. He's losing it. He's absolutely losing it. This poor guy.
I kept asking. If you're in there and you watch the trial, I kept asking. I need to make a record. I need to make a record. She'd get upset, run in the back. Get upset, run in the back. Your Honor, I need to make a record. It started piling up. All these objections started piling up. Your Honor, I need to make a record. I need to make a record. She'd run in the back. I'm like, Judge, we got to make a record. This is insane. This isn't law. This is a circus. This is monkey court. This is nuts, right? You make a record. The judge should come out and say, okay, I made my ruling, Mr. Karalus, what is your record you like to make? I try to make a record. She interrupts me from the beginning, right from the start. Every time I tried to make a record, she interrupts me. Every single time. Every single time. I'm like, Your Honor, I'm trying to make a record. That's what we do as lawyers, right? I don't know if the lay people or the people in the community understand this. The way trials work is judges make rulings during trial. We don't want to interrupt the trial to make a record every time someone objects and there's a ruling. So when there's a break or you go to lunch or at the end of the day, you make a record. She wouldn't let me make a record. If you're in there, you heard it. She'd talk over me. She'd interrupt me. Wouldn't let me make a record. Over and over and over again. Why? She didn't want anybody to hear what? They didn't disclose the name of Shire Jamali until Monday. The first day of trial. No. No, I'm not done.
Sorry.
Until the first Jamali until Monday. The first day of trial. No, I'm not done.
Sorry.
Until the first day of trial, they didn't even disclose his name. Think about that. A trial, a jury trial in the United States of America. I didn't get the name until Monday when we started the trial.
It's so funny. What's that statement? It's like, don't argue with a stupid person because they'll drag you down to the level and win. This poor guy, again, he's a normie. He's not even he's not in the know. He has no idea that these politics have invaded the core foundation of our systems. He has no idea. He's just sitting here and he's like, I don't understand what's going on. This is the legal process. This is how we're all taught. And everyone's around him. But like the feelings, bro. But the feelings. Imagine the feelings. Like, come on. What about the feelings? The judge felt like it's just like what?
Until Monday. And then my investigators do a record check. Then we uncover, oh my God, he's got this GoFundMe. $340,000.
Mr. Karalus, a couple of things.
Sure.
According to the court, you agreed to those free trial terms about not getting the witnesses beforehand and...
Did not agree to it. Here's the deal. I thought I was coming down here to try a free speech case. You all saw the video. I thought I was coming to Rochester to try a free speech case based on the video. Then it took on an entirely different, it just turned, right? Mr. Jamali takes the stand. Wouldn't answer any question I asked him. He sat there like this. I don't understand. He looked at his interpreter. I don't understand.
Poor guy. He's in there. He walks in. He's trying to do law stuff. He's trying to be a lawyer. And it's a liberal white judge with a fucking 70 IQ Somalian. He's just like, were you at a playground? The guy's just like, I understand. What? I don't understand. It's so good. I mean, it's so bad because, again, it's just the state of fucking America, man, where we've just imported millions of the dumbest people on the planet. Like, you couldn't get any dumber. You might as well take them from the most isolated region and ask them to be a normal member of society. Oh my god, this poor guy is like, they can't even, they can't even participate in the most basic functions. They can't. It's not possible. It's why most of them are on welfare. And we see this all across the globe. We see this in Norway. We see this in the UK. They commit a crime. They go to court. They go, okay, this person is clearly retarded. And in normalized society, when they're retarded, you just give them benefits and let them live off. But they're not the normal kind of retarded where it's a genetic abnormality in the normal society or some kind of tweak in the brain. It's a retardation of never coming from a, I don't even know. It's like an evolutionary gap because they haven't spent any time evolving. It's one that you can't fix, and so they just let them off free.
I don't understand. Over and over and over again. When the prosecutor asked him a question, he had no problem understanding. Never had a problem understanding. Not one time. I put the detective on the stand. Detective, did he ever have a tough time understanding you? Never had a tough time understanding him. Never had a tough time. Not one time did the detective have any problems understanding.
No, it's the classic, I don't speak English.
You're in the jury room, or in the trial. You're in the courtroom. You're in the courtroom. You're in the courtroom. He acted like he didn't understand any question I asked him. Every single question was...
And I'm sure the liberal bleeding heart judge was just weeping at the fucking poor immigrant.
It's like pulling teeth. It's like, huh? Oh, It went on and on and on. This is a fraud. This whole thing's a fraud. The cameraman? The cameraman. By the way, let's make something clear. They didn't convict him with the child. Your headlines can be about the child. No, they convicted her on the video with the cameraman. The disorderly conduct is about the cameraman. Right. And from what I understand about the cameraman, he has a GoFundMe. And his GoFundMe, hold on, his GoFundMe is he died. He has a GoFundMe that he died. Give money to the cameraman who died. And from what I understand, he's well alive. This whole thing is fucking bullshit. This is a fraud. This is a fraud upon the community.
But it's so funny. I feel so bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, poor bastard. He had no idea what he was getting into. Oh, man. 11 states reporting having more registered voters than voting age citizens. Okay, well, hopefully that gets fixed soon. That's insane. Yeah. That's, dude. Again, it'll go to appeals court. It'll get overturned. It won't be a problem. It's just sad again. For me, it's like I think about it in money because it's my Ashkenazi blood. It's like this woman is getting paid how much? The defense attorney is getting paid how much? The person that they should be sending to jail is sitting in the room with them instead on the stand. How is that even possible? So should be fine. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. So, whatever. Uh, yeah. All right. I think we're moving on.